Hey guys, Rafael from Stella Graphics.
Hey guys, I'm Ceci. We're here today with Dom from Skin by Dominique. She's been a long time and very loyal customer to us, and we wanted to bring her on just so that she can tell us a little bit more about herself. So, Dom, take it away.
Hey guys, good morning. Thank you so much for having me. I'm really, really pleased. So my name is Dominique. I've been a licensed esthetician for about almost 7 years now. I went to Paul Mitchell Beauty School in Pasadena where I learned about different skin, about ingredients, and just a lot about skincare in general.
Let me ask you the first question. So, what made you decide to start your business?
Well, I've always had a passion for skincare, and whenever I went to school, it definitely did intense my passion for skincare even more, learning so many different things about the industry, and understand that there are different niches inside of the industry. Like there's makeup, there is skincare, there are products, and just so many other things that you can specialize in this industry as well. So once I finished school, I kind of got really serious about the goals that I set. And I said, hey, I'm going to work in the industry um, just to have experience under my belt so that, one day I can eventually own my own business. And, whenever I did work inside of different companies, I made sure to, take bits and pieces of, what these different companies had to offer. So, from there, I made sure like to save everything and, write down goals and, you know, um, go to like Home Depot and get paint swatches for, what I wanted my office to look like and, you know, um, do the back end work as to, what do I need to start a business? Whether it's like an LLC or, just kind of getting a feel for how much things were going to cost, like equipment wise and, things like that.
Now, did you have like anybody that you used as a mentor, or any like family members that already had a business that maybe you can draw from, or were you like the first one to kind of take that thing to the next level?
I was the first one to really just step out and do things. And so it's been such an honor because by me taking that leap, it's motivated everybody in my family to like start businesses and, whether it's a side hustle or, anything, it really did just motivate everyone to, have their own company.
That's good. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. So, what would you say is your biggest challenge with your business, especially in the last year or so during the pandemic?
You know what? I would think one of the biggest challenges for myself was to stay present, if that makes sense. Sometimes social media can be so overwhelming, posting content, engaging. And that's something that I'm getting better with, even with now. But I would say just, making sure that I had things to post when I was feeling unmotivated and, just making sure I always had content and, I was able to engage with my clients. Um, that was kind of challenging because, going through the whole pandemic and, you know, so many challenges, it was just, I was like, ugh.
It was definitely mentally challenging for a lot of us. I think
Everybody.
I can speak to that. But what would you say you maybe did a little differently to overcome that and become a little bit better at it?
Um, I stopped putting a lot of pressure on myself, if
Okay.
that makes sense. Being in the pandemic, it was obviously something that was um we never saw this coming,
Yeah.
and so just having to cope with the new normal,
Hmm.
um, I stopped putting a lot of pressure on myself when I just didn't know, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and I just told myself, like, if you can at least, post once a day or once every other day, be okay with that, because there's still a whole other side that you have to run. Like you have to make sure your storefront's okay, inventory, cleaning, disinfectant, making sure, licenses are up to date. There's so many things on the back end that were due, and I was just like, oh, so not putting a lot of pressure on myself really did help.
And I think that that's a good pointer, right? Because what I've seen, we've been here at Stella Graphics since about 2004. So we've been here through a lot of different ups and downs with the economy. Things have changed, but nothing like this pandemic, right? Where pretty much the world just shut down.
Right.
And I think the pressure point, I think, is, a lot of people either took this and made themselves better at what they're doing and made adjustments, and put a lot of pressure on them where it either made them crumble or it made them better. But I think the approach that you took is really ideal, because I think that, even though we're business owners, we wake up every day and we have 10 things that we want to do for sure. But then the day happens, right? And then you probably don't end up doing anything that you want. So with that being said, what is your goal in 2021 for your business?
I really want to start teaching. I want to start doing more workshops. I want to help women, young girls out in this industry that, don't really know where to start. Like, I feel like, whenever you're in school, you can only learn so much in that period of time, but it's whenever you get out of school and you're like, okay, what do I do now? Or who do I call if I have questions? Or, what should I do? Should I go straight into entrepreneurship, or should I get experience under my belt? These are all the questions and concerns that I had whenever I graduated. So I definitely do want to help out anyone who wants to be in this industry, maybe mentoring, or, sharing some of my expertise, sharing some of the things that I've learned over the years. And also helping people learn how to establish a proper business on paper as well. Because that's one of the most challenging parts is, is everything in order? Do you have an EIN? Do you have a business bank account? Do you have, whether you want to do an LLC or a corp? Like, so
It's all the stuff that people don't see about.
they don't see it. They don't see it. And it's so important, when tax season come around, and, do you have all your books in order and stuff like that? So I would love to help out and, help anyone I can.
I think that would be very, very valuable, right? Because I think, especially in a service-based business, because like you said, there's different layers to your business, right? You have the product line if you want to launch that, where it's a whole different ball game than if you're just giving services. I've been involved in a couple of businesses like that, and I think that that's probably the most valuable kind of thing that I've heard from an entrepreneur wanting to, because everybody wants to teach their craft. But nobody wants to bother with the paperwork. I even hate the paperwork.
I hate it too. I hate it too.
Stand it, but I have to do it.
You have to do it. You have to.
I really, really like that point of view. So, Dom, thank you so much for joining us. And Ceci, I don't know if you have something else to add.
Actually, yes. I wanted to take this moment to tell you that I'm very proud of you. You have come a long way, starting with your products that you wanted to launch. And this was maybe like 4 or 5 years ago at least.
Years ago. Do you remember that?
I do. And now from then we have created a whole brand new logo for you. And now it's awesome to drive down Crenshaw and see the logo that we designed for you.
Yes.
And it's awesome. So I'm very proud of you.
Cool. And thank you so much for always delivering quality work. I referred so many people to you guys. And it's funny, before we get off, I think about the history that we have with each other, from that one product I had to now there's like 20 of them. So thank you so much for just rocking with me and, being a part of my process. You guys are really a part of my process and my growth and my business, essentially. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
Enjoy. Give her a follow. We're going to have all the social media tags on the video. And thank you so much, Dom. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Have a good one.
Okay.
Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.